So as we look for the key pieces of information for this graph, we have to understand what type it is first. The interesting aspect of this graph is it has this point here which just starts and it goes in one direction. Some students confuse this with an exponential because it kind of has this curve going, in one direction, but this graph doesn't go left forever. It just starts at this point and only goes to the right, and that is what the giveaway is to tell us that this is a square root function. And when you look at that, that helps us understand a lot of the other pieces of information. There is no line of symmetry here, and there are no asymptotes here that the line gets closer and closer to. But as I think about whether it's a function, we drag a vertical line through it, and it never touches the graph more than once. So that would be yes, it is a function. The name of this locator point could be a couple different things, but we've been calling it center. Not center. We've been calling it the vertex because it's very similar to a sleeping parabola, or it's a parabola on its side, so we use the same sort of word. That locator point is at -3, 1. Right, so that is at this point, that spot, not the blue dot, but this spot is the locator point. That helps us be able to write our equation. The general equation for a square root is a times the square root of x minus h, where the minus h is inside the square root, but the plus k is outside. So as we use the -3, 1 to begin with, we can say this is going to be x plus 3 inside the square root, and then plus 1 outside. To find your a value, you see the blue dot on the graph. You go 1 to the right. It looks like we're going down 3, so that means that your a value is a -3. So that is how you write the equation for a square root.